So remember, Mark Knopfler is a storyteller. He writes a song ostensibly from the perspective of a female stripper. Will you read some of these lyrics? Notice that I'm letting you do this part.
I realize that you're letting me do this part, Brian. I don't know why you're letting me.
You're such a good reader.
The part of the adult entertainer will be played by Murdoch. So here's the lyrics to this song that didn't make it onto the Dire Straits record, but someone else got this song. Well, the men come in these places, and the men are all the same.
Oh,
you don't look at their faces. You don't ask their names.
Don't ask it.
And you don't think of them as human.
They ain't human.
Don't think of them at all. This is my adult entertainment character. You keep your mind on the money and your eyes on the wall. I wish that it would have been like you keep your mind on the money and your money on your mind. And like Mark Knopfler would have been who knows how huge for writing those words.
So they get as far as recording tracks to this. Mark Knopfler is going to sing it. He is going to, and this is something he does throughout his career. He embodies characters. He does this in Money for Nothing.
Yeah.
This is a big part of the Dire Straits thing. And then he chickens out.
Yeah, because if you were just listening a couple of seconds ago, that's the words that he wrote. So he backs off and he decides that it just doesn't work for him. But everyone loves the song, including Mark's manager, is a guy named Ed Bicknell.
And so Mark's manager is having coffee or beer or food or something with this other guy, this other manager who is in the middle of trying to resurrect Tina Turner's career. And I like to imagine that what is happening is this other guy is complaining to him over coffee, and he's like, I'm trying to resurrect Tina Turner's career. We're trying to make an album where people will take notice, and I just don't know what to put on it. And Ed Bicknell, he all of a sudden is like, I've got an idea.
A dancer for money. Yeah, that's right. It's important that we talk about where Tina was at this point in her career, because what had happened.
Yeah. So real quick primer, if you do not remember this. So basically, Ike Turner starts rock and roll. There's an argument to be made that he is the guy who starts it.
Rockin' 88.
He meets this woman named Tina who's working with him. They have a very tumultuous relationship over a long period of time. They play with the Stones. They cover CCR. They're a really big deal. But by the mid-'70s, Ike is addicted to cocaine, and that marriage is falling apart.
That marriage is falling apart because of Ike, because he's a terrible person. But famously, there's just, to shorten this up, like there's a final fight, and Tina runs away. Like with the clothes on her back, files for divorce. She's broke, and then when she's trying to become a musician again, she's like a nostalgia act.
Right.
So she's not able to be, at all relevant. She puts out records, they don't chart, nothing happens.
They don't even get released in the U.S., some of them.
Yeah, so she has records that don't make it even over here. She's getting some TV guest spots and stuff, but she's not considered relevant anymore.
One of those TV guest spots, Olivia Newton-John TV special, her manager is this guy, Roger Davies. And that is how they get connected, and that is how Roger is now having this conversation with Mark's manager, and Mark says,
let's get physical. Oh, sorry.
No, he says, we may have a song for you that is actually kind of physical.
And Roger basically recasts Tina from where she is nowhere back into rock and roll where she deserves. So she's been touring it as a cabaret act, and Roger gets her out of that.
And so Tina Turner will come to own this song written by Mark Knopfler that was going to be a Dire Straits song, and it will turn her career back around, and that is the song Private Dancer.